boots on the ground, putting it down. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. I got something to tell you. I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's best-selling author Mickey D. Frazier Publishing and Services. My friends, I host The Scoop. The Scoop is for your education and your entertainment only. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a money manager. I'm not a financial advisor, my friends. My friends, it is Saturday, April 11th, my friends. Tomorrow is Resurrection Sunday, my friends. Happy. I hope you get together, you and your family. I hope you had a great Good Friday yesterday, my friends. I hope you and your family are safe and sound during this COVID-19 lockdown, my friends. They're saying America will be peaking maybe around Easter within, tomorrow, today, the next few days or so. We'll be peaking out, and our numbers of deaths, which have been astronomical, will be going down, my friends. And we look forward to getting out of this, my friends. This has been a rough time. I mean, we haven't seen things like this since, I personally, in my lifetime, seen nothing like it. It truly was, as the Surgeon General said, this is our 911 moment, this is our Pearl Harbor moment. And I've been to Pearl Harbor, and in fact, I was spent some time there and had some duty there in Hawaii. And when you go and take a look, that is really what happened there. Is really, really horrible. Just like what's happening now, the bodies are just building up, my friends. But I'll tell you what we're witnessing right now. I believe personally is going to get a little worse as the days go on and as the time goes on, and it hits certain other parts of the world. I mean, you've got areas in Africa where you've got five hospital beds for every million people. So, my friends, we have our work cut out, and you got to admire what they're doing now. They've just shut it down. South Africa, you'll be picked up if you get on the street. If your foot hits the street or the sidewalk, I mean, they'll arrest you. They've shut it down. They do not want anything. And there are other parts of the world that where this stuff is coming. They need to do the same thing. So if you're listening to me anywhere in some of these areas that haven't really experienced this pandemic yet, it is horrid, my friends, and you need to take cover. Uniform of the day, gloves, wear a mask, my friends, shades, whatever you do. When I come in, if I'm out, which I haven't been out very much, I come in, I take my clothes off, you take a shower, and you guys, the military guys, a lot of you have taken NBC training, nuclear, biological, and chemical training. You guys that have been in the military, man, when you get exposed, dude, you've got to really shake it down. You got to take it all off. You got to strip right there in front of everybody and get washed down, wash with the hose or how, I don't want to get too graphic there, but that's what you have to do. And a lot of times we have to, it's an over-exaggeration, my friends, of course, but we have to really keep our eyes and ears on what's going on. Especially, I'm glad that some of the world's eating habits have come. So us, like I said, us have been in the military. If you've been overseas and you've been to certain foreign countries, and we don't pass judgment, my friends, on other people and what they eat and how this animal to humans transmission pandemic here has been the worst things that we've ever gone through in our life, probably, my friends. But the dietitians and all the medical, everybody has gotten involved. You medical people, thumbs up to you. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you, my friends. But you people, you out there that are on the front lines, like I have two sisters that work in the medical field. God bless them. Every day they're out there doing their thing. Even on Easter tomorrow, there will be workers that are hardworking and trying to keep America safe as we have record numbers of people dying, my friends. But you out there, whatever you're doing, my friends, we love you. God bless you. You if you're in the transportation industry, you bus drivers, you're really, really. We had the bus driver that died in, I believe he was in Detroit somewhere back east. It's been horrid, my friends. I can't get a hold of friends that I've been trying to get a hold of. Everybody's like taking cover. It's been really, 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 really rough. And you guys know that. So, like I said, the uniform of the day, you know, do what you have to do, my friends. But, my friends, hey, I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a money manager. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an author. I write books. My books can be found on Amazon.com. You can order them. I don't want you going to your local bookstore or anything and looking for them because they're probably closed right now, my friends. But you can go Amazon, look up Mickey D, D-E-E, and you can get the audiobook, the paperback book, or the ebook. Now, Amazon is doing something special during this pandemic here. If you need a copy of any of the books, my friends, just hit me, and if they were allotting a certain amount of copies, I'll make sure you get some. You know, no pay or nothing. You can give me a donation later on when you make some money. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Later on, I'll give you the opportunity to participate in the scoop, and you can do that later on, my friends. But until then, right now, let's just do what you can do. And one book that I want everybody to have, Marijuana Today, Vanadium and Uranium Tomorrow. This book, I want you guys to get a copy of that. I know I had a couple people I'd given copies this week. I'm glad you're reading it. Yeah, Izzy's on top of it. There's a lot of you guys on top of it. I'm glad you're doing your thing. You know, Mike, everybody's on top of it. I'm so proud of you guys. And the scoop, you know, we're a tight-knit group of people here. People have been around for years and stuff, you know, and I appreciate it. I love all of you. And it's just so great just that, you know, we continue to just make a little money. I mean, we have good days and we have bad days. And that's just the way it is, man. That's the way this business is. But you guys are hanging in there. And I'd like to see more of you. America's going to be doing these stimulus checks. Open up you an account. Do your, you know, I don't, any broker, you know, Robinhood, if you want to, you can't. A lot of these uranium stocks, Robinhood you can work with Robinhood, but some of the stock, most of your Robinhood stocks are, you know, but everybody's free now. So get you a Fidelity account or something. Get you something that's free. I started this business with $500, like I told you, years ago, trading the .coms. And it's blossomed ever since. We don't put a lot of money into these things. We have fun with it, and we make a little money, my friends. But, you know, I'll be your eyes and ears at the conferences throughout America, you know, or wherever we go. And I'll be giving you reports, you know, take last 12 months or so. For you that are new here, you know, we attended and reported from the Cannabis World Conference, the Congress and Expo in Los Angeles. We were there. We gave you some updates on these creams and these things that they were using. We thought that would be big, and we still think it would be big. So you got caught up with the OWCP. We thought it would be big, and it's still going to be big, my friends. Just wait. The creams and stuff will be big to help medications and stuff for your like psoriasis, different little ailments and diseases and stuff that they don't have cures for. I believe CBDs and marijuana are gonna be helpful, my friends. We went to the Marijuana Business and Cannabis Expo, MJ BizCon. We found out about companies that were scrambling because remember I told you at MJ BizCon, remember I told you the bankruptcy courts were kicking these guys out. You couldn't file bankruptcy, and there were companies there that were in super hot water. And the court said, no way, you know, it's illegal. You can't file bankruptcy in America. You're going to have to lose your money or something's going to have to be done. And I brought you that report. We have companies, what is it, MedMen, you know, they were going to try and sell their stock and stuff. We talked about that. And there were stories out there about that. They were offering their shares for they were so broke, they didn't even have any money to pay their bills. So they were offering shares and stuff. We told you about that. And then that story came out and we were right on it, you know. And they did. They tried to offer shares. So more recently, my friends, Green Growth Brands was a company that early we did reports from Green Growth Brands. We've been to MedMen. We go to these spots, my friends. Not only do we do our fundamental analysis where we're in house, we're looking at those charts and stuff. We do our technical analysis, my friends. We do it all, my friends. We look at those. We listen to those conference calls. We do what we have to do in-house, my friends. That's what we do in-house. But we go out and we knock on the doors and we find out what's going on. So you wouldn't know unless you go to a certain business or you go to that company. You wouldn't know that the employees weren't being paid, right? Because they're not going to tell you that in a press release. They're not going to say, MedMen's not going to tell you, or Green Growth Brands not going to tell you, this week our employees were not being paid. You got to go in there and you got to talk to these employees. You got to find out exactly what's going on. I mean, and you got to ask them, pull them to the side and say, how's it going? What do you mean you haven't been paid in 3 weeks? Well, the company's in a little financial bind. Well, you wouldn't know that, see, unless you were boots on the ground and going right to them. And that's what we do. So you can see a lot of those different videos, my friends, of us at the conferences and talking directly to some of these people and visiting their facilities and finding out what's going on. That's what we do. We, like I said, we do that technical analysis. 50, 100-day, 200-day moving averages. We're on it, my friends. We're looking at our indicators. We're also looking at the numbers, the revenues, the liabilities. We're looking at all that fundamental analysis also, my friends. We do it all, sort of. But anyway, Money Show also. We were at the Money Show in Vegas, Orlando also. CES, Consumer Electronics Show. There's that merger between technology and cannabis. We work on that also. We were also looking for the CBDs. Like I said, we were in Mexico. You look at those videos. We were in Catalina Island. We were looking for those great CBD companies, my friends. It will go all over, anywhere around the world. Yes, it's been on my dime, but this year you'll have an opportunity to, and we'll do some things together or something. You'll have an opportunity to donate. Get me like a lunch or something, or maybe a cup of a coffee or something. It would be much appreciated, my friends. Much appreciated, especially in this uncertainty of the world today, my friends. We'd love to have that, and you reach out and us love one another, my friends. My friends, next week, we're gonna have our 420 show. You guys remember these 420 shows? Every 420 is a big day, a big weed day, big marijuana day, and as you know, we're the leading think tank when it comes to marijuana stocks. They seem to follow us, but we don't. We like that. We love it. We love it. We love all out there, But we'll be doing that 420 show. That 420 lottery picks. These are pre-baby knockouts. Baby knockouts are 25 cents or below. These are companies that we think have the ability to knock out the competition. Well, every year we have fun with these micro caps, these super duper little stocks that people are trying to bring out. They're trying to, we give you the heads up on them. Most of them are bust. I'll tell you that in advance. Most of them are bust. But we did have, what did we have last year? We had ironclad encryption. You guys remember that one? They had those patents. They had about 7 or 8 patents or something. They went bust. They were no good. We had West Coast Ventures. Remember, West Coast Ventures had a great idea. West Coast Ventures was, they were doing the CBDs and the hamburgers and stuff. They got whipped up by, I think Beyond Meat came out with their stuff maybe a month later, and they were wiped out. A lot of times these companies have really, really good ideas, but if they can't implement or if they can't execute that idea, and we're on it first, if they can't execute, they get wiped up by somebody else. If they don't have the funding or if they don't have the management that's suave enough to really get the job done, then they get wiped up. But from last year's show, I can remember Weekend Unlimited. Weekend Unlimited is out there. They're still alive. They haven't gone to zero, but they just, I haven't looked at them lately, my friends. If you own Weekend Unlimited, take a look at it. That was from last year's 420 show, the 420 lottery show. So it's still alive. A couple of those other stocks are still alive out there, but we're picking 420 lottery picks, and a lottery picks a little dollar, a little throwaway, right? Lottery picks a throwaway. These are throwaway companies, my friends. But we're picking throwaway companies in a bear market. How hard is that? That's difficult. It's difficult to pick stocks that go up, in a bull market. But when you're picking, baby knockouts, and when you're picking in a bear market, that's it's really difficult. It's really tough, my friends. That's why I'm really excited about what's going on right now in areas like uranium. I'm really excited because what's going on right now, Putin, as you know, I told you in the last video, Putin has locked down pretty much the Soviet Union, Russia, Kazakhstan, one of the largest, one of the uranium that America and the rest of the world gets from Kazakhstan. That area of the world is pretty much going to be going on lockdown, according to my sources and President Putin, for 90 days. Putin is not playing. He shut things down for 90 days is what we're hearing here in the West. Whether, I'm sure his missiles pointed at America, he's going to have somebody man them at all times. But he's got things, locked down. So the uranium, in Africa also, there's areas in Africa, and this is going to spread. The uranium supply will may tighten. There's a possibility that if this thing goes on for a long time, and that with Cameco's Cigar Lake up in Canada, that's another big one. If that, boom, 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 and you got a few more, you're talking about 50, 60%, 70% of the uranium producers in the world, and that whole supply chain might be jacked up. So there's a possibility that $27, $28, $29, well, we're about $29, $29.50, 60 cents or so right now for a pound of uranium. It may not be there for very long. I said there could be a little price spike. You never know. It's a slow market. It's like gold. I mean, you wait forever, and we do have the companies, right? You have to buy the book though to get the gold company. It's a mini book. It's a mini book, guys. It just has the names of the companies and stuff in there. It tells you a little bit. You already know the story. You know the supply-demand story. I don't need to tell you that. You guys already know, my friends. But that is something that we have to look forward to. Also, the halvening of Bitcoin. That's happening, my friends. That's going to be a big story next month as we run up into next month, 37, 38 days, whatever, my friends. As we run up into that story, that's going to be a big story. But we're already set. We've got our players. We have 3 of them right now, 3 players in the game. And we think that they will survive after the halvening. Now, a lot of people are going to be gone. A lot of companies are going to go by the wayside, my friends. That's just the way it is. The strong are going to survive in this area. You got a lot of Bitcoin. You're doing a lot. You got a lot of Ethereum. You got some good plants. You got some good energy contracts. The lights will stay on. If if you're spending too much money and you're not getting the job done, you're not doing a lot of production, then guess what? The lights are going to go off. That's just the way it is, my friends. It's supply and demand. It's business. It's revenue versus cost. Straight up in this business, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Either you're doing, and Bitcoin also. The price of Bitcoin has to go up. And every time they have this happening of Bitcoin usually goes up a little bit. But, hey, you can believe the hype if you want to. Bitcoin's going to 25,000. Bitcoin is going to 100,000. Bitcoin going to 1 million. Let's see, my friends. They've been saying this about gold for the last 20 years. So let's see what happens here, my friends. I'm not saying don't get me wrong. You gold bugs out there, I love you. But, we've been calling for 5,000 gold now for probably ever since I've been born. But anyway, it's going to happen one day, especially with the way they're printing money right now. This thing's getting out of hand here. So if gold bucks up and we wake up one morning and gold is 2,500, I wouldn't be surprised. What is it about going up to 17 now? So we wake up and that's $100, $200, $300 higher. You wouldn't even be surprised, man, at what's going on right now, my friends. But hey, I did want to wish everyone a happy Easter, happy Resurrection Sunday. Enjoy your family, my friends. Yes, that social distancing is a thing that we have to deal with right now. The families and stuff are not, not getting together like we normally do. swim party and all that. All that stuff is out. I don't know what the weather's like in your neck of the woods here, my friends, but we have a fairly decent days now on the west. We're expecting 80 degrees here in a couple of days out in the west desert southwest, my friends. We're having families together doing their thing. I mean, I'm not having a big meal. We're gonna have maybe some I hate to say the animals and stuff, the way the animals have been eaten in the news in the way, but hey, come on, Americans and others around the world, all over the world, you eat things like chicken and Cornish hens and all that stuff. Those are the kind of birds that a lot of people eat. And once again, I'm not passing judgment. If you eat other birds, my friends, that's good. That's good. You need food. We all need energy, my friends. Make something, whatever you can do. You and your family. Right now, there's food shortages. Right now, my friends, it's not good. It's not good. This is not good. Let's face it. This is not good. But to everyone, especially you workers out there on the front line, man, you guys are making this world work right now. You're the heroes, man. Debt of gratitude to all of you. You guys are really, really doing it, making this world work. We love you. God bless you. You and your family on this Resurrection Sunday. You make America proud. You make the world proud, my friends. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family, my friends. The next video is coming up right now.